Welcome back to the Carbon Flip. I want to show you all my new creation. We had a build we did this weekend, and so I am going to bump it up a notch with my worm breeding bins, and I've created this is going to be my pre-composting tub. And since I'm a little nervous about the pre-composting inside in a tank because of anaerobic conditions, that when those microbes start to heat things up, they are going to zap the oxygen from the environment, and therefore the anaerobes are going to take over and start breaking down those nutrients, and I will be losing a lot of that nitrogen to the nitrate form, which I do not want. I do not want to apply more nitrates onto the field. So if I can maintain some aerobic conditions and that nutrients breaks down, it is broken into the organic form, which the plants can use. I know there's a lot of old science still out there that you'll read, and then there's a lot of new science coming out, and they can contradict themselves, or a lot of science does that, even though timing is different. So we have new information, there's old information, so we are trying to stick with new information because old may be no longer valid. And so we've put this PVC contraption in here, and so many spots along here we have holes, and then I have this on one of these roller coasters so that it will be easy for me to move around. So I can show you how that's hooked up. We have it hooked up to just a real small air compressor so that when I am doing this, we can reach thermophilic temperatures, and I'm going to fill it about 2 inches below the rim, and then in order to keep the heat in, I am going to use wool, and I'll just put it in those laundry bags, and I'll just lay the wool on top, and I do have like a wool blanket I could use. I have wool felt as well, so that's going to hold the heat so that even the top layer will get hot enough, and I can monitor that obviously with my thermometer. And so the whole shebang is going to be brought up to temp and not have to be turned. One reason you turn is to reintroduce the oxygen, to make sure it doesn't go anaerobic. And then the second reason is because the outside doesn't get as warm as the inside, and you want everything to get up to a hot enough temperature that it kills the pathogens. So, I believe that probably with this plastic, we're going to hold in enough temperature that the sides are going to get hot enough. I'll check it with the thermometer, no problem. The center is going to get plenty warm. And then the top would be what loses a lot of its heat, but I'm going to put the wool on top, and or wool blanket, which will help hold in that the heat. Then every time, I probably, as long as I am even got this thing loaded, I'm going to have that air compressor on. And it's just going to be pumping air in here and out all of these pipes. So we're forcing the oxygen into the pre-compost, so there is no chance of it going anaerobic at any point in time. That's what I'm hoping for, guys. Stay tuned, and I'll let you know what we're going to check the biology in it after it's composted. We will check it under the microscope, so we'll definitely need to we'll be able to tell whether we did go anaerobic or whether we kept aerobic conditions by using this. So I hope you all like that video. I hope that you maybe can come up with some ideas to maybe do pre-composting under aerobic conditions and keep your nitrate levels low. That way your nitrates in your plants don't get out of hand. I know in Australia, some of the people there, they have to do they actually have to do a leaf nitrate test in order to keep their organic certification. So they want to make sure they're not adding extra nitrates to their soils. And this is one way to help prevent that. They compost just forcing air in so they don't have to turn it. And then when you add this then to your bends, you know, you're not going to have that there. So that's one way that you can keep the nitrates out of your field. So thanks for watching. Hope you found it informative and that you'll come back by and see some of the other ideas that we are coming up with for this microbial farming, which is all kind of sort of new to everybody. Stay tuned. Thanks. Hit that button to make sure that I know that you've seen the video.